Hi, my name is Scott Lawrence. I'm a clinical professor in the Department of Health and Kinesiology at Purdue University. We know playing sports, whether recreationally or competitively, is great and has a plethora of benefits, both physically and psychologically. However, we also know there's a lot of injuries associated with participation. Some research has shown that as many as half of those injured could have been prevented by using proper safety equipment, proper conditioning techniques, proper acclimatization procedures, and a good, strong understanding of the unique demands of that activity. This is where it's vital to have access to a full-time athletic trainer, someone who is there and can help you understand athletic safety. We are experts in athletic safety, in injury recognition, in return to sport rehabilitation, and we're there to help ensure that participation is done at the highest levels while also mitigating that risk of injury. An AED is an automated external defibrillator. It's similar in function to the defibrillators you see in hospital crash carts, yet they're just smaller and more portable. Nowadays, you see these commonly placed throughout office buildings and in most public spaces. In sports complexes, it's really common for an athletic trainer to have an AED as part of their standard equipment and setup. Under normal circumstances, the heart relies on electrical impulses perfectly timed and conducted throughout each chamber in order to circulate blood through the body. A dysrhythmia is essentially an alteration of this normal electrical activity. An AED works by analyzing the heart to see if there's any dysrhythmia present that can be corrected, and then it delivers a shock in an attempt to reorganize that electrical rhythm. You know, one of the things that I thought you saw really well done was scene control with the Bills. They had a lot of people guarding the scene, helping them control the players from coming in and interfering with an active patient care episode. You also saw a lot of individuals being able to move seamlessly back and forth as they were providing care. So scene control was really, really great. Major injuries like what we saw, sudden cardiac arrest. We didn't even get to a secondary survey there. That was a primary survey where we're looking at those life-threatening conditions. The primary survey is designed really to catch things like cardiac issues, respiratory issues, major bleeding episodes, or collapse of an airway. If we see any of those, we have to act. Those are life-threatening issues. Things like ACL tears and rotator cuff injuries and sprained ankles, we're not so worried about in the presence of those major life-threatening conditions. But once we pull those off the table, now we can start a little bit deeper dive. And really on the field, if I'm out in the middle of a stadium, if I'm out in the middle of a basketball court, my evaluation is very different than what I would do in a clinic. I'm really trying to focus in on, is there a need for me to transport this individual to a hospital? Do I need to get them into the locker room? Or can I bring them off onto the sideline?